Welcome everyone to the Philadelphia Flower Show.
In full bloom.
Yes.
And that's the theme of the show because it's flowers everywhere, everywhere.
Absolutely, and of course it's outside this year. We're very excited. There's so many wonderful displays. I can't wait to see them.
The sun is shining, the sky is blue. We've got lots to see, so let's go.
Let's go, Paul.
Well, as soon as you enter the flower show, you know you're in a very impressive location. It is South Philly's biggest municipal park. And what a park it is. It's actually designed by Frederick Law Olmsted. His company designed over 100 parks throughout the US. In fact, our very own Nyack Park down in Scranton was designed by him. And look at this architectural feature. We've got to have a look at that. That has a massive, I don't know what you call it, a floral centerpiece underneath. So come on, let's have a closer look. Well, as you enter the temple, you can't help but notice there's two great big urns on either side with these willows coming out the top. Fantastic, but what's underneath the actual classical temple is something quite spectacular. And it's only where you get in close like I am now that you realize just what an amazing collection of plant. These are all orchids on the outside. We've got the same willow stems. They may be dyed, I'm not quite sure, but there's all kinds of dried plants in here and tropical stuff, eucalyptus leaves, roses everywhere. Well, this is an absolutely beautiful floral display, but the real display, well, the reason this temple was actually built here is the view it overlooks, and just look at that magnificent lake they've created around it. A typical feature of Olmsted's parks. Water, trees, the birds are singing, and you wouldn't realize that I-95 is just over there and the Philadelphia airport. So what a paradise to escape the urban sprawl. Well, I think it's time to go and see what Jack is up to.
Take a look at these beautiful, colorful strips of fabric floating in the breeze. This display is appropriately called Embrace. We're going to look at some of the flowers that make up this great display. The gentle movement of the ribbons call you to gather in this beautiful oasis filled with shades of greens, purples, and whites. The circle of color really catches your attention and draws you in to sit and relax under the billowing ribbons on the semicircle area, complete with fluffy white pillows reminiscent of clouds. The plants chosen were a treat for the eye and certainly felt like an embrace. The softness of the lamb's ear plants, the Mexican feathergrass all seem to wrap you in a big, cozy flora blanket. The greens came in many hues, whether it was the astilbe, the Powys Castle, wormwood, or this black mondo grass, it all worked together. The purple clematis seemed to climb to the sky, and the tiny flowers of the catmint showed the dancing light of the fluttering streamers above. The accents of white flowering plants like this foxglove were just the right touch. This display is like a botanical hug. Here at the Flower Show, there's plenty of ideas for you to take home. Let's check out these beautiful front porch displays. These door displays are so welcoming, and they pack a lot of punch in a small space. First, this farmhouse-looking display is rustic with its old-style door, but yet delicate with the beautiful plants around it. I love the living door decor with the greenery and the pop of purple vine. The door is flanked by two terracotta pots with large ferns with purple vine that matches the one on the door hanger. The cute little strawberry pot houses trailing plants and a family of hens and chicks. The red-orange door is an eye-catcher with the magnificent tiger head and vinca flowing from his mouth and a bit of coleus fur on top. The designer shares how this tiger loves the melody of Philadelphia's Chinatown streets. The tall purple canna plants stand like guards on either side of the door, and the celosia and coleus highlight the lion's paws. The iridescent steps and porch make this display magical. Next is the cheerful yellow door. This display is a bit formal, with its ball topiaries on either side of the door and lovely green living wreath. Yet it is very welcoming with its hanging baskets with pops of red and the bright yellow door and blue plant containers. Then there is this eye-popping red door display. This seems to give off a sophisticated vibe with its symmetrical look. The door wreath is overflowing with its greens and hints of red and white. Even the ball topiaries flanking the door coordinate each with a delicate red ribbon. The symmetry continues down the steps with white pots on each side. The pots are overflowing with red and white plants like coleus, lamb's ear, and calla lilies. Well, I hope you found some great ideas for your front porch. Let's see what Paul's up to.
Well, this garden absolutely caught my eye. It's called Entangled, and it's from a designer outside of Doylestown, I think, which is not far from us. What I love about it are the different vistas he's created. So from one angle you see a certain, right, for this one I'm seeing this gorgeous hedge of lavender, English lavender flowering there. Behind me we've got boxwood, we've got this orange from the red hot poker, Nephofia, and some what they call oak leaf hydrangea in flower. The sun is making him wilt a little bit, but what's really beautiful about it is over the top is a little cool area where you can sit protected from the sun. And they've created the cool feeling with that wonderful blue hosta. Now, in terms of design, what I like is there isn't an inch of mulch to look at. When you see it's fully planted, and hence that's probably the name Entangled. Some nice hardscape with a typical bluestone look. And over here to my right, I think is a very nice little feature. They've got 3 bowls, and each one is full of a different creeping sedum. The orange one at the end there is probably Angelina. The other ones I'm not really sure. There's some really excellent ones out there. And once in a while you'll see other little plants poking their head up here. Against the yellow there we've got the Verbena bonariensis doing its little thing. And some Lusa nepeta, the light blue, blue-purple flower, cascading onto the walkway there. Overall, it's an entanglement I actually enjoy. A really nice design. So don't go away. When we come back from a break, we'll have much more from the Philly Flower Show.